All right, good evening, everyone. Let's take a look at this forecast. We have this tornado watch that has just been issued for parts of the area, mainly for the Outer Banks and the southern Outer Banks. The watch goes until 4 o'clock in the morning. Bands of rain from Idalia could produce a tornado or maybe two. Right now, the storm has 65-mile-an-hour winds, and it's moving to the northeast at 21 miles an hour. Now, the center of circulation is still in South Carolina, but that's not really the point of it now. The point of it now is the rain bands that are starting to move into the area. So here's a look at live radar. As we look down to the south, you can see where we have this tornado watch that goes until 4 o'clock in the morning, and these areas of thunderstorm activity that we're seeing out over the water where we could see these storms developing. You can see there has been a report of a funnel cloud or maybe even a tornado south of Wilmington. So these bands of rain, as these lift to the north, that's what I'm going to be watching for as we go into tonight. What's going to happen with those areas of rainfall? So we have this level 3 risk for areas farther south for the Outer Banks. We're mainly in the level 1 to level 2 risk towards Cape Hatteras. The big deal about this is that there's a little bit of spin available in the atmosphere as these thunderstorms move in from the south. So here's a look at our future track. We're just going to look at the Outer Banks first, and then we're going to expand to the Hampton Road cities. But you can see there's better chances for storms coming in around 1 o'clock in the morning right here. As we go into the early morning hours, 3 o'clock in the morning, we see a little bit more of that thunderstorm activity and maybe some showers across the Outer Banks. Now, for the rest of the Hampton Road cities, a lot of us will stay dry. So for the Eastern Shore, Middle Peninsula, and the South Side, not a lot of rain expected into your area where we'll likely see rain totals that'll generally be less than 1/2 of an inch. Now, most of the rain will come in around 5 o'clock in the morning. You can see farther south, that's where the bigger thunderstorms are. So we have this moving through. Now, as we go throughout the morning tomorrow, there's still some rain in the area, but we see this rain start to move out. So lingering showers maybe at 4, but there's really not going to be much left as we go into the afternoon and the evening for tomorrow. Just a couple of scattered showers, and then we clear out. So before sunset tomorrow, we should have clear skies into the area. Impacts for the Outer Banks, because we have that tornado threat, that's really the primary threat for tonight. But we also have a good chance to see some heavy rainfall. Could even see more than 6 inches of rain in some spots. Strong wind gusts as well, and also ocean overwash is a possibility. That's for the Outer Banks. For the Hampton Road cities, not that bad, except for the minor to moderate tidal flooding. We'll have some wind, we'll have the rain, but the tidal flooding will be kind of annoying. We'll see moderate tidal flooding possibly coming up. That's Thursday at 10 p.m. Friday morning, we're looking at a high tide of 5 feet, which is also minor tidal flooding. So we have a minor, moderate, minor, and then about minor coming up Friday night. So a couple of high tide cycles that'll be higher than normal. Long term, look at the spaghetti chart. You can see the models. Some of them have it going to the south, but the trend now is kind of more to the north and east. This is a long ways out into the future here. So we have a 7-day forecast on this, and that's where this thing is going, just kind of sitting here, maybe around Bermuda. Interesting forecast. I'm going to keep a close eye on radar as we go into tonight. Our newscast will be here coming up at 10 and 11, so stay tuned for updates on that. But I'll stay much longer and later into the night, especially if you're on the Outer Banks, to let you know how things are changing. So hanging out in the studio right now well before the newscast, but I'll be ready for you and ready for the storms. Enjoy the rest of your night.